I'm moving my computer here, okay, so you might want to scoot over. Okay, in the first example, this is when I want you to use your calculator. I'm not sure if you guys have got this far yet. You're going into your percent, going into this, so what you do on your calculator is you push this, so it's a 1.75, and then there should be a little up arrow. You see the little up arrow? Over here on your, it's on your left side. The up arrow. Then you push the negative 0.5. You press equal. And it says round it to the nearest thousands. So this would be, we go round to thousands, tenths, hundreds, thousands, so that's a 9, so we're going to have to round it up. So it should be 0.756. After you punch in your calculator. It's good if you can do this with me, along with
Is
me.
there something besides a little up arrow?
It'll look like a carrot.
Yeah, I know the camera, but is there something else? Because I got like X2, X3,
Yeah,
XY.
It'd be something like that, yeah, I think.
Yes,
Which one, you know which one?
Probably XY.
it's the XY. Push the XY.
Okay. 1.75,
Up to the negative.
okay. Negative
Press enter.
1.5,
Yeah, it's negative 0.5.
oh, 0.5. Oh, I could have
Negative
won.
0.5. So did you guys get this when you punched it in?
Yes.
I've not been able to punch mine yet.
Okay, now down here, you have to put these in parentheses. See, there's parentheses on your calculator. See, there's parentheses right here, right above your numbers. Your parentheses, then you push 3, divide by 2, and then you push the up arrow, 2.4. That's a 2.4. Press enter. We still have to round it to the thousands, so it looks like a 2.646. Is that what you guys got when you punched in your calculator?
Oh, it's 2.
That's a 2.4. That's your exponent. This is your base and this is your exponent. If you don't understand, let me know.
Just trying to get.
You did get this? This tenths, hundreds, thousands. So when it says thousands, that's the third place. It's the tenths, hundreds, thousands. Okay. So don't be surprised if you go into this and you get the same problem. You might need a minute to write that down. We are going to talk about the simple interest. I equals P RT. I being your interest, P being your principal, rate, and time in years. If we erase this, go to the next slide. As you see here, I did the same thing here. I made a point to each one, just like I did up there. So when it comes to simple interest, we got your interest, principal is always your money. Your annual interest rate is your percentage, that's your rate, and then your time will be the years. I'm not sure if I told everybody, but I'm staying, after 4 today to do private tutoring if you need it. It is free. I do not charge, so.
I'll be there.
So all you gotta do is check in, and then when we're done, check out. Okay, let's look at the second example here. We have it's kind of like a reading problem. I've had other students complain, said, oh, I don't really like reading problems. Well, with reading problems, you have to dissect and see what you need to put in. So Sherry needs to borrow $6,200 to replace her air conditioner in her home, which this is her air conditioner. From her credit union, Sherry obtains a 30-month loan with an annual simple interest rate of 5.75. Part A. Part A, calculate the simple interest that she is charged on the loan. So, looks like we're gonna be looking for the I, right? Calculate the simple interest. So we have I, we'll leave it as I. And my principal-
75?
Principal is what?
Would that be the 6,200?
Yeah, 6,200. That's correct, 6,200.
So then.
And the rate,
That would be
is
the
what?
5.75, wouldn't
right, but let's go ahead and change it to a decimal.
it? So that'd be
Or that'd be
0.575. 0.575.
0.575. By the way, it's supposed to be a 0. And then we have in years. Now, you don't just put 30, right? Because 30 months and 30 years are very different.
30 months, that's.
So, to put 30 months in there, I'm going to have to put 30 over 12,
Which would be,
which would be, what would 30 months be?
it'd be like what, 2.5?
The,
2.5.
be 2.5 years, right?
Because.
2, yeah,
Right, because 2 years is what, 24?
Yeah, 20, yeah,
Yeah.
2.5, 1.5.
So, let's go ahead and change that. Just take it one step at a time, so I don't confuse you guys. I'll change that to 2.5, right? So much easier to type this in. You can type this in the calculator, yes, but it's easier to just type it there. That is. So, on your calculator, push the 6,200 times 0.0575 times 2.5, and what do you get?
It'd be just a moment.
891.25. That's part A. Let's look at part B. Now we need to determine the amount, the principal, plus the interest Sherry will have to pay the credit union at the end of the 30 months. So what do we need to do? Add this to what? To the 6,200 days, correct. So I'm gonna put A being the amount she will pay,
Amount owed.
she will pay credit union. Right? So we're gonna use what we found in A plus the 6,200. So A should equal, so take that amount plus the 6,200,
Should be 7,091.25.
7,091.25 cents, right? So she's paying back the principal and the interest. You guys need a minute to write this down? Let's look at this example. In example 3, we're going to determine the annual rate of an interest. I guess you guys can see this. It's over here at example 3. Okay, example 3. So we know I equals PRT. That'll be one of the formulas you need to know. Hint, hint. Just saying. So Philip agrees to loan $850 to his friend Joe to help Joe travel to Cincinnati to attend a family wedding. 9 months later, Joe repays the original $850 plus $51 interest rate. What is the annual rate of the interest did Joe pay Philip? So what are we looking for?
Annual rate of interest.
Yes. So what is the annual rate of interest? What is it in this? Which variable?
Would it be R?
The R, yes. So let's figure out which one. What do we need to put for I? How much interest did he pay? 51. How much was the principal? How much did he borrow?
850.
850. R. And
9 months.
9 months. Is it 9 years or 9 months?
It'd be 0.9.
It will be 9 over 12. 9 over 12.
Which translates out to 0.75.
So let's go ahead and, what is it now?
0.75.
75, right? R, right? So, let's go ahead and put those two together, multiply them. Anytime two numbers sit beside each other, that means multiply times a 0.75. And I get
637.5.
637.5 R. We still need to find what R is, so what do we need to do to this number?
Divide by that number.
Divide that number. 637.5.
Should get 0.08.
So would you get 0.08?
Yep.
Okay, now this is not your answer yet, because we need to change that decimal to a
Percentage.
percentage. And what would that percent be?
8%.
8%, good job. Equals R. Questions? You guys need a minute to write that down? Okay. You guys stop, Miss Jackson, because I'll have to just roll with it. I think I should start writing it bigger, Jessica, or you can say.
It's fine, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to the next one. Here's some more examples of simple interest. Hopefully you guys got these down, so I'm gonna go ahead and erase them. I guess I didn't have to erase the I equals PRT, that's okay. But I'll write it again. I equals PRT. Number 4. So P is question mark, so obviously we're looking for P, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is my I? I is
1250.
1250. Equals to P, because we don't know what it is, and my interest rate is
2%.
2%. And we're going to change it to a decimal, so
0.02.
0.02, and time is
90.
90 days. It's not 90 years. 90 days.
90 over 365?
90 over 365. We're going to use the 365. I believe they said it's because of this banking time. Banks use 365.
Right. Now, if we divide that, we get 0.246.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and change that. Leave everything like it is. So what will that be?
0.246 is the word number.
0.0. What was it?
There's no 0.0. It's 0.246 some much number.
2, 4, 6. Right?
Mm-hmm.
$12.50 equals P. Now let's go ahead and multiply those two.
Got 0.00492.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's what I got.
So we need to still find out what P is, so what we're gonna have to do,
Divide that by.
divide 1250.
Nah.
I've actually had students who wanted to do that, and I thought, that's not gonna get P by itself, but 0.0492 equals, this helps, cancels out, leave me with a P.
And I got 2,540.65.
Really?
Yeah, I got some large number.
540.
I got 2,540 and 65 cents.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay. So we had to find out what the principal is this time. So looking at number 5, let's go to 5.
Remind me again, principal is the amount that they borrowed, right?
Yes, principal is the amount they borrowed.
Okay.
Yes. Or loaned somebody.
So you can use this
Just
to
like
figure
if you take out a credit card, you're gonna have to pay interest.
out. So I could use this formula to find out.
And usually it's
interest
every
for
month,
somebody.
you have to pay interest.
So that's what that 5% is.
Yes. And then sometimes they also, if you don't read the fine print, yeah, we'll give you that credit card. Sometimes they'll say, we'll charge you this much per month and this also per year too. And you're sitting here going. So I got a letter the other day that said, Ms. Jackson, we'll let you have a loan for $5,000 if you pay an interest rate of $1,500. I went, that's $6,500. I thought, that's probably a high interest rate. I thought, no. So I filed it in jail, ripped it up, threw it away.
Walmart, because I've made a mistake getting a Walmart card, it's like a 24.7% interest. And that wasn't the part, that what made, like, when I got the loan, I would get my statement, like it was online through my email, I would get my statement like on the 14th, but it'd be due on the 15th. If you pay it on the 16th, they throw $40 on it, because it's a day late.
Yes.
And they would not exempt anything even one day, but they would send you the statement to the day before.
Yes. Yes. That's reading, what I did is I paid them off.
That's
When
what I
When
did.
it came taxes, I said goodbye. Then when I go apply for another one, they wouldn't let me have it, I was okay, it didn't hurt my feelings. I said, if I can't afford it, I'll save. Or I'll take out a loan, but hopefully it has a low interest rate, and it's not gonna be at Walmart. Okay. So this time on number 5, what do we be looking for? What are we looking
Time.
for? Time, right?
How do we do that?
Well, we're gonna work on that. So what is my I?
64.
64. You can put the $64, but it's just 64. Principal is what, 8,000?
Yep.
And your rate is what?
4.
0.04.
I think that's right. I forgot about
T.
that.
64. Let's go ahead and combine those two. So what is 8,000
320.
times 0.04? I get 320 T. Is that what you guys got?
Yep.
Yep. We still need to get T by itself, so what do we need to do? Divide.
I got 0.2.
You got what now?
0.2.
0.2. Now, if I wanted to find out, that's 0.2 years. So if I want to find out how many months, what do I do?
Multiply.
Divided, multiply by 12.
Multiply by 12, yes. So what is 12 times 0.2?
Almost 2.5.
So it's about 2.4 months. So this right here means years. So we multiply it by 12 and I get 2.4 months.
So how would we find out days?
Days. Total days, you would multiply this by 30, because there's usually about 30 or 31 days in a month.
Right.
Yes. So you're looking at over 60, it's over 60 days.
Right.
Okay, let's go to number 6. Number 6, what are we looking for?
Rate.
Rate. So as you notice here, we did principal, then we did time, now we're gonna do rate. So what is my I?
343.
343.20. What is my principal?
1650.
1650.
1650. I was PR, R we don't know, so I'm gonna put R. And T is
6.5 years.
6.5 years. And you can write 6.5 years because it is in years. Only time you change it if it's in months or days, or you change it to years, in terms of years. 343.20. Okay, so
10,725.
what'd you get?
10,725.
Okay. R. Still need to find out what R is, so we need to divide.
Should be 0.032.
43, 20, divide by 10, 725. And I get 0.032.
That's what I
You guys
got.
got?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So you don't put this as an answer. We need to change that decimal to a percent.
Percentage. So it'd be
Remember that.
3.2%.
2 places over, so it's a 3.2. You guys remember when I put that Dr. Pepper up there?
Yeah.
So that time would be going from decimal Dr. to Pepper.
Hey, I'm gonna left my rubric downstairs.
I think it helps remind you which way to go. Get your decimal, go this way or you go this way. I've had many students get,
Get back.
and I would say 5%, they would say, is it 500? No. It needs to be 0.05%. Yeah. Okay, so we did that one, yes. Okay. Now, example 7, we're going to be finding the principal of a simple interest loan or investment. The reason you guys seem like, if you're wondering why things seem to be, I repeat myself, is because the way you do math and the way you study math is by doing math. And you do it over and over. So if I seem like you guys are like, you tell a problem like this, Miss Jackson, it's okay, because it just adds more practice. Okay.
So that's why Alex has us do like 5 questions in a whack.
So Bruce invests in a savings bond for 3 years and was paid a simple interest at an annual rate of 6.5%. The total interest he earned was $789. How much did he invest?
Oh,
So
wow.
what do you think we're going to be looking for?
Your principal.
Principal, yes. So remember, I equals PRT. So how much interest?
789.
$789.
We're
We're looking for the principal, you said. And the rate is what?
0.065.
0.65. And T is
3.
3 because it's in years, right? 789 equals P. Okay, what is 0.065 times 3? Yeah, I get
I got 0.195.
0.195. Divide. I'm gonna make sure I didn't go off the screen here so they can see. 0.195. So, on your calculator,
4,035.897.
what was it?
$4,035.89.
$46.15. Is that what you guys got?
I didn't get 15, I got 89. Oh, and I got
No, I
4,035.
think that's right.
That's what we're,
So
that's
was
what I
your-
bought, 4,046.
Okay.
Question mark.
You gotta make sure that you punch it in
Oh,
correctly.
789, not 787.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's a 9.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, does it work now?
Yep.
Okay, good, good.
That made it work out
Questions,
now.
questions over this.
I have a overall question for this.
Okay.
So if I'm wanting to calculate the amount of interest that would be fair to somebody, I could use that.
You would have to use the Iowa PRT,
Right,
yes.
okay. Cause see, I don't normally charge interest because I don't know how to make it
I
fair.
borrowed from a friend, I borrowed 100 and he said, well, I should charge you interest of 50. I was like, that's 50%, are you kidding me? I was like, well, in that case, I won't borrow. I'm just kidding. I thought, you better be, because I'm about ready to not take that loan out. Wouldn't you? I was like, I'd be paying 150 back.
Yeah?
I need to start charging my sister interest. She never wants to pay me back.
Huh?
I have to like count her for it.
I had a brother that would borrow from me, and then when I asked for it back, he would get annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, well, I should be annoyed for you asking to borrow. Saying,
We'll get ready to stage an intervention with my sister because like she's got like 10,000 off my mom this last year, 300 off of me because I quit giving her money. My brother was like 1,000 and some, and she makes more than all three of us
wow.
a year.
She's a big spender.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at example 8.
She's like me.
You know, best way to stop her from asking is quit loaning.
That's right. That's what we are. Me, my mom, and my brother all got together and said we're not going to give her money anymore.
I had a neighbor who borrowed and borrowed and borrowed, and I said, he got paid on the first, and I said, okay, first time, I need my money. He said, what money?
That's how my sister is.
The one you borrowed, remember? I don't remember. So then the next time he come down, he said, can I borrow some money? I was like, borrow what money? Okay, so let's look at this one. This time we're going to be finding the rate of the simple interest. So what are we going to be looking for? We're going to be looking for the,
Interest rate.
so Jesse invested $7,000 in a fund for 3 years and was paid simple interest. The total interest that he received on the investment was $450. As a percentage, what was the annual interest rate of his investment?
So would I be 450? Or to be 7,000?
450 equals, principal is what?
7,000.
7,000. What are we looking for? R,
Yeah.
right? And
Three.
Three's okay to put there because it's in terms of years. So let's
21,000?
go ahead and combine those two. Looks like it'd be what, 21,000?
Yep.
R, divide by 21,000. Divide by 21,000.
Should be 0.02.
0.02. So what you got?
Yep.
Make sure now. Divide by 21,000. Well, it looks like it's 0.214.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, let's go ahead and change it to a percent. 2%. Or you have to, when you're doing this on Alex, you have to watch what it asks you for. Round it to the nearest tenths, hundreds. Yeah. Usually it says about tenths, I believe.
I accidentally did some of these because I thought it was still doing percentage because there was percentage in the rate.
Well, I said you can.
Yeah, I know that, but I didn't want to.
okay.
But,
So you like me, you wanted to
it
wait and
wanted the
learn
temps
about
on all of it, what, huh?
it. You wanted to wait and learn about it first.
Yeah.
See, that's me.
But if you can do it, that's awesome. That means you already know it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Look at example 9.
Oh, wow. We gotta do this one.
So George took out a loan for $4,800, and he was charged a simple interest rate of an annual rate of 11.5%. The total interest he paid on the loan was $138.
So we're looking for.
What are we looking for? How long was the loan in months?
So we're looking for T, but
We're
in
looking-
months.
We're looking for T, that is correct. So, what is my I? I means interest,
138.
138.
Okay, so it's always the smaller number.
And what is the principal?
The bigger number, which is 480, or not 480,
4,800. There you
They'll
go.
always think it's the smallest because there is a question where it's 100 and some percent. You know, you said that I is always the smallest, it's not always the smallest, because if you have 107% interest, it would be how?
Oy.
It would be, if you're 100% interest, you
Oh, well, not 100, but if it
if
would
it's
be,
100% interest,
well,
you'd
it was
be
like
paying
125,
That's what?
125% interest, so it would be higher than the original number.
You would be paying your principal plus the principal again, plus more.
Yes.
You'd be paying double.
Yep, so your
Pretty
interest would
much,
be double.
yes.
Yeah,
Close to it, but.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy to take that long now. But anyways,
That's desperate times call for
R
desperate
is-
measures.
R is for rate,
R would be R.
so let's change it to decimal.
Oh, wait.
0.115. Remember, 2 places over.
I forgot.
You remember, we're going from pepper to doctor. Go that way. And we're looking for T. First, you need to find it in years, then you times it by
12.
12. So let's go ahead and do that. 38. So what is 4,800 times 0.115?
I got 552.
552. You are correct.
Times about 12?
Okay, now we need to,
Oh, it's divided by
Divide.
12, ain't it?
you should be writing this down too. It helps to take notes.
About 0.25.
Okay, that's 0.25 year. A year, right?
12.
That's a year. So if I take that number and I times it to what?
12.
12, I get
3.
3 months equals T. Yeah, see, I get that. So when you get your answer, that is not in months, it's in years, and then you change the year into the months,
Or whatever it calls for.
or whatever it calls for, yes. And on Alex, it will ask you how many days or how many months.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, Alex.
Now these may look similar to your Alex.
May.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is that not a question from Alex?
It is. Just, just thought I'd throw it out there for you. You know, I only do this to help you guys out. Example 10.
Finding the interest
Okay.
in future value.
To go on a summer trip, Greg borrows $700, but he makes no payments until the end of the 4 years, which when he pays off the entire loan. The lender charges a simple interest at an annual rate of 3%. Now answer the following questions and refer to the list of formulas, which this is your formula we'll be using. Because, and also somebody asked me, you know, because pretty soon we'll get into compound interest, and they'll say, which formula do I use? And if you ever look, it tells you, it's in there. If you see the word simple, you use I equals PRT.
Okay, but this
Okay,
interest is
decide.
not simple.
So let's look at A. How much total interest will Greg have to pay?
Oh, wow.
So we are looking for I, right? The principal is how much?
700,
700. The rate is what?
0.03.
0.03 because it's 3%.
And times
And
4 years.
4. And it's okay to write 4 because 4 is in years.
So we need.
I equals, and then you just, all you do is multiply those all together.
And we get our number.
You get a number, yes you do. So what'd you get? 84.
Yep.
84.
So he has to pay
So you
84
put
bucks.
84 here.
I wish I
Ms.
could have
Jackson
it
will
on
do it
that.
for you. What is the total repayment should be including your interest?
784.
784. How'd you get 784?
You add it.
You added them, right? You added your principal plus your interest. Okay, see, I get that.
I don't have it here.
Okay. Let's look at the next example.
Click that. You may want to erase the 84s.
Uh-oh. We don't need that applied to the last one. Okay. Example 11.
I want open to see.
Example 11. Omar opened a savings account with $4,000 and was paid simple interest at an annual rate of 5%. When Omar closed the account, he was paid he was paid $1,000 in interest. How long was the account open in years? So what are we going to be looking for?
T.
Time,
Time, yes.
Sounds
So what do I put for the I?
1,000.
1,000. P is
4,000.
4,000. R is
0.05.
0.05.
And your thousand's 100.
Yeah, there we go.
I know what I'm thinking, but when you write it,
Yeah.
It comes out different.
you guys ever do that?
Yes, I have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what is 4,000? You just go ahead and combine those two times
200.
105. I get 200. Is that what you guys got?
Yep.
Yes.
T. So what do we need to do? We need to divide 200.
I think that's 5 of them.
That's 400. I mean, 4.
I got 5.
5 what?
100.
Yours.
Years.
That's
Not
500.
5 years.
Well,
Because
1,000.
we're looking in T for time. So
1,000 divided by 200.
remember, T is always in terms of years.
Yeah. Oh, there
We'll
you
get
go.
through this faster than I thought.
I didn't put in the extra 2 zeros. 200.
Okay, let's look at this one. This is, we're going to be computing the interest and the repayment amount for the simple interest loan whose term is given in months or days. This seems to get a little harder.
What's this repayment amount thing?
What?
This repayment amount. I have no clue what that is.
Where are you seeing that at?
Computing the interest and repayment amount.
Okay, well, we're gonna get ready to, we're gonna find it, okay?
Oh, is that the thing we gotta find?
What do we need to find here? Let's look here. So a print shop borrows $4,200 from a credit union for 356 days. The credit union charges a simple interest at an annual rate of 6.5% for this loan. Assume each day is 1 over 365 a year. Answer each part. So we also had to round it to the nearest cent, which means hundreds. Let's look at example 12A. Find the interest that was owed after 365 days.
56.
So what are we looking for?
We're looking for
Interest. So what is my principal? B,
4,200.
4,200. Rate is what?
0.065.
0.065.
And
And
then
the time is what?
356 days.
365.
360,
356.
356 over
65.
365.
Which comes out to like.
Now, you can't just put 356 because that's a lot of years.
I don't think
It is.
anybody's open that long.
I don't know of anybody that will live that long, but I'm just saying. So anyways, let's first find out if this is what kind of decimal this is.
It's gonna be 0.97534.
Okay, well, let's leave it like it is, okay? Because it's best not to round this right here until the end, okay? You'll notice this because it messes up your calculation and Alex will say, it's wrong. Start you back over to 1, and then you'll be like, what do you mean I'm wrong?
I've never removed.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna think of this as over 1, okay? Any number can be put over 1. So let's go ahead and calculate that. That's 4,200 times 0.065 times the 356. If you come up with that number, you get 97188 all over 365. And the way I got 365 is 1 times 365 is 365. Right?
Oh, you're doing it different than what I did.
We take that number, the 97,188 divided by 365, then you round it to the nearest cent, you should get 266.67. Now, if you try it and you round that off and then you multiply those, yours may not be exactly like this. It has to be exact or Alex will count you wrong. I'm sure you guys have noticed that, right?
Right,
Yeah.
I went, because
Do you
I
guys
didn't.
understand how I did this?
Yeah, but I didn't do it that way. I just took the numbers.
Actually, it's best to do it this way. So
What it
you'll
is,
always
I just
get your
took the
answer.
numbers and then like just put them in and then put the 365 over, or 356 over 365 in parentheses at the end.
Yeah, you can.
That's the way
You,
I did it.
you also, like Jacob said, you can punch all this in and let your calculator do your work. I'm okay with that. But if you wanted credit, just saying, I believe in partial credit, you show your work.
I'm a little lazy.
Okay.
I'll admit it.
But you can punch it all in there, okay, just saying. Let's look at example 13.
I don't even know who to go to. Child?
This time we're gonna be finding the principal, the rate, or time for the simple interest loan whose terms is given in months or days. So,
So we have to
is that
calculate
Chua?
here. Child.
Chaw, okay, Chaw took out a $5,000 loan for 292 days and was charged simple interest. The interest he paid on the loan was $336. As a percentage, what is the annual interest rate of the loan? Assume that there's 365 days in a year. Do not round any complications or intermediate, okay?
What's
So-
that mean?
Don't round it to the end.
Ah.
Example 13. I equals PRT, so what is my I?
336.
336. Principal is
5,000
5,000.
and R.
What is my R? We don't
Question
know
mark.
because it wants you to find it out. So we'll leave it as R.
Right now, R would be a question mark.
And what is T? T is
292 over 365.
That is correct. So, 3, 6. Let's go and multiply those two together, okay? So you can do that all together on your calculator, or you can do it like, you can do it, let's say you don't have one of these yet, so you can take this, multiply this, then you divide it by that. Let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and times the 292 divided by 365, and you guys got, you guys
4,000?
get 4,000?
Yep.
Yep,
R.
yes.
Still need to find out what R is, so we need to divide. So what is 336 divided by 4,000?
0.0084.
Okay, 0.084,
I got 2 zeros.
which turns out to be
8.4%.
8.4%.
I got 2 zeros on mine.
And that's what you put there.
I meant 3. Like, there was 2 after the decimal for mine.
Okay, now,
So I don't think I did.
wow, I just got done. Are there any questions on what I've done? That was simple interest. Questions? You okay? Okay. Does anyone need to turn in their, homework, their percentage is, percent basics? Anybody need to turn that in to me?
Is that paper?
It's a paper, yes.
Yes, I turned that in.
Turn it in, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and